ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकयां चक्षुर्मितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः विष्णुपादाय राधिकायै प्रियात्मने श्रीमद् भक्तिवेदान्त नारायण इति नामिने। वन्दे गुरुपदद्वन्द्वं भक्तवृन्दसमन्वितं श्रीचैतन्यं प्रभुं वन्दे नित्यानन्दसहोदितं। नन्दनन्दनं वन्दे राधिका चरणोदयं गोपीनां समयुक्तानां वृन्दावनमनोहरं। नमो महावदन्नाय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिसे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपीश गोपिकाकांत राधाकांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। तवैवास्मि न जीवामि तया विना एते विज्ञायते राधे तं नयामि चरणान्तिके। श्रीरूपमञ्जरिकरार्जितपादपद्मगुष्ठन्दनभिचार्पितमस्तकाय हा मुदत कनकगौरी पदारविन्दं सनभयानि सनकै स्तव किं करिष्ये। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। First of all, offer my humble respectful obeisances lotus feet of my Guru Pad Padma Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtutara Satasya Srimad Bhaktivedanta Srila Ramana Gosvami Maharaja and my Shiksha Guru and Sannyas Guru Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtutara Satasya Bhaktivedanta Srila Narayana Gosvami Maharaja, and simultaneously offer my humble respectful Dandavat Pranam lotus feet of Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashtutara Satamad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Guru-varga Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakar Siddhar Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj, and all senior devotees and all Vaishnavis, and presented all of my respectful guests. So today is very super excellent auspicious day, because today is the appearance day of our beloved Gurudev Nitya Prashna Vishnupad Ashtutara Satamad Bhakti Vedanta Srila Narayana Gosvami Maharaj. And today is very our memorial day, and also very super excellent auspicious day, the Mahatpurna day, because Srimati Radhika, she sent her very nearest, dearest sakhis to in this material world to deliver all the living entities, those who are completely affected with Maya and suffering many kinds of distress of Maya. So Guru Pad Padma is very merciful, and Guru Pad Padma, he has come from Golok Vrindavan. That means Srimati Radhika, she sends Ramana Manjari how to give mercy to all the living entities. For this regard, I explain today is very super excellent auspicious day. And if Gurudev would not appear in this material world, how I will deliver from this material world, how to perform bhajan and sadhana. So Gurudev, he actually explained, he is showing his own life history to us, sadhaka rupena siddha rupena cha atrahi. And Srila Rupa Goswami Pad very clearly explain our Guru-vargas. They are the eternal associates of Srimati Radhika. And that is called as manjaris. But they have come in this material world and showing their sadhana-bhajana, how to attain to abode to Lord. They are not sadhaka. They are called siddha. Means they are eternal associates of Srimati Radhika. And they are acting the role of an ordinary sadhak. Because Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu told, apani achari jibere sikhan, apani na koide dharma sikhano na jai. And if anyone not practicing himself, he can't to preach. So that means he have to practice, and he's showing his life history, how he is practicing and bhajan and sadhan to Lord. So in this way, our beloved Gurudev is the eternal associate of Srimati Radhika, that is called Ramana Manjari. But in front of us, and he is acting the role of sadhak, and all we know him, and he is Narayana Maharaja. So Gurudev sometimes he also told his own life history, because in the beginning when I also joined in in Mathura Mutt, and we stay with the Gurudev that time spoke very nice, beautiful, sweet Hari Katha. And sometimes he also told his own life history. How did he join Gaura-Vedanta Samiti, and how took shelter lotus feet of his Guru Nitya Prishtam Vishnupad Ashtuttara Satta Srimad Bhaktivedanta Keshav Goswami Maharaj. Because without taking shelter lotus feet of Guru, any method one cannot deliver from this material world. Binu Guru Bhavanidhi Taro na koi, jo brinchi sankara samahui. Tulsi Ramayana. And Gurudev most of the time, that time, he also quoted the verse Hindi shlokas of Tulsi Das and Tulsi Dasi Ramayana. Binu Guru Bhavanidhi Taro na koi, jo sankara brinchi samahui. One who has qualification, but vast of knowledge, as like Brahma or Shiva, but without taking shelter lotus feet of bona fide genuine Guru, any method cannot deliver from this material world. And in the same way, Gurudev, he told his life history, and just I remembering, and today Gurudev once he told his own life history in front of us in Mathura in his Hari Katha. And Gurudev he told he was born in high class Brahman family, that is called Tiyari Brahman. Tiyari means they are Trivedi Brahmanas. There are many kinds of Brahmanas. Chaturbedi, Dvedi, Trivedi Brahmanas. So Gurudev he told that I was born in high class Trivedi Brahman. Trivedi Brahman means those Brahmanas knows the three Vedas. Three means three Vedas. Rik, Sam, Jojo. Or those Brahman know the four Brahmana, four Vedas, they are Chaturvedi Brahmana. Those Brahman know the only two Vedas, they are called Dvedi Brahmana. So Gurudev he told he was born in high class Trivedi Brahman in Bihar, in Buxar. And Gurudev was born 1921, and the dark moon in the month of Magh, that is called the mauni-amavasya. And this mauni-amavasya is very mahattapurna din, very memorable day also. And Samavati mauni-amavasya. And that day Shivji, he completely to stop to speak to anyone. That is a very nice, beautiful story. Why called the mauni-amavasya? Time is very short, so I am not speaking the meaning of mauni-amavasya. Actually, that day, Shivji, he completely absorbed the remembrance of his Ishtadevas and Ram Sita Katha, and not in other Katha. And so, very nice, beautiful pastimes. And that time, Gurudev, he was born from the womb of his mother. And that time, according to the custom of Bihar, and in that village, most of the people, they were the Sri Sampradayas, and they chant Ram-nama. So Gurudev told, when I was born, that time everybody, they also chanted Ram, 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 Ram. Because mauni-amavasya, that time everybody also chanted Ram-nama and taking bath in the Ganges. Ramana. So Gurudev told, actually I born and that time everybody was chanted Ram-nama. As like Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu, when he appeared, that time also is called Purna Chandra Grahan. And that is called the Purnima, but that is called lunar eclipse. And at the time of lunar eclipse, Purna Chandram, what is called, and Chandra Grahan. And that time everybody also chanted Lord's holy names and taking bath in the Ganges. So when we see Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu was born in the born at the name of nama-sankirtana Prabhur Hoila Avatar. Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu appeared at the time of nama-sankirtan. In the same way, our beloved Gurudev, Srila Narayana Gosvami Maharaja, he was born, and that time everybody was chanting nama-sankirtan and taking bath in the Ganges. Only difference, Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu was born in Purnima Tithi, because that time was lunar eclipse. Our Gurudev, he was born, and that time is called mauni-amavasya. That is called new moon. Only this. But nama-sankirtan, both also appeared in nama-sankirtan. Because in this Kali Yuga, there is no any other process attend to abode of Lord. Nama-sankirtane jive hoibe kallan. In the chanting of the holy names, everybody will get the benefit. So nama-sankirtan. In this way, Gurudev, he told, my father name was Baleswar Tiwari, and he was high class, educated and exalted and brahman, and his mother name was Lakshmi Devi, and both they were initiated and with Ramanuj Sampradayas, and they also chanted Ram-nama. And they followed all the rules and regulations of Ramanuj Sampradaya Vaishnav. So Gurudev, he told, when I was born, then at that time my father so came in front of the one Jyotishi, that means called astrologer. And just that those Jyotishi, astrologer, he also made my very nice, beautiful and Janma Kundali, that is called birth chart. And according my birth chart, and that Pandita also gave me Narayana Nam. He was very simple for his life, and called him also and not the Pandit. And Gurudev also told me, though Panditas gave me my name Narayan, but I was very simple. And for this regard, all my family members, they called me Bhola. Bhola means that the Bengali or Hindi word, Bhola means who is very simple. And as like you are saying, Bholanath, means Shivji. When Gurudev, he told, when I was very small, I never cried. And where they put me, I am staying in there. And always very jolly mood. And so everybody called me Bhola, Bhola, Bhola. And so for the and I was very simple, Gurudev told. And so Gurudev told, in my childhood also, according to my family's custom, and I was very interested with Ram-nama, and I interested to listen Ram-katha. And I also saw when Gurudev he preached in Western country, and everywhere he is going, I saw in especially European country, Holland, others, and Gurudev so much eager to listen and Ram-katha, especially Ramananda Sagar, when he manifested the Ramayana. That time I saw Gurudev, he was watching the Ramayana. Even Gurudev also called to us, everybody have to come and listen a Ram-katha. So Gurudev, he was Gurudev in his childhood, always he also chanted Ram-nama. And this is called my Janma Sanskar. Just I also repeated the words of Gurudev. Gurudev is called my Janma Sanskar. And I also so much interested to listen Srimad Bhagavatam-katha. And that time when I was very small, maybe I not understand the meaning of the shlokas of Srimad Bhagavatam. But when I listen Bhagavat-katha, especially Gopi Git Katha, I cried. Taba kathamritam tapta jivanam kavi viriritam kalmasahapam Sravana mangalam srimadattatam bhuvi ginnanti te bhurida jana. Gurudev told, when I listen Bhagavat Katha, Srimad Bhagavatam, that time my heart completely melted. I remember these things. And sometimes my father, he also recited some poem of Tulsidasi, Ramayana, and sometimes Ramchandra and Hanuman, Lakshman, Sita Devi, they also appeared in my dream. In my dream, I want to touch their feet, but they disappear. And in this way, sometimes I also absorbed with Ramchandra and Ram-katha is over. I saw also myself, direct I saw, and especially Ramchandra's appearance day and Avirbhav Tithi, 1 month, Gurudev, he also gave class about Ramana, Valmiki Ramayana. That time Gurudev, mostly he gave class about Raman in Valmiki Raman, because Valmiki Raman, that is called Mula Raman, Mula Ramanaschaiva. Mool Raman, the original Raman, that is called Valmiki Raman. So Gurudev also told, in my school when I grew up, I was the first students in my class. Every time, every year, and I also got the prize also, and I completely absorbed and different what is called activities of school activities, as like music and what is called and sports and football match and different so recitation and and different way, and always I was in first, and also sometimes I recited Sanskrit shlokas, and all the students in our school, they became very surprised the pronunciation of my Sanskrit shlokas. Even in my Kulaguru means family gurus, because in India this is the system, and before taking the spiritual master, you have to receive a mantra from your Kulaguru, that is called family guru. Otherwise, no one can drink water from your hand. But nowadays, completely different. We saw also these things also. So my Kula Guru also very love and affection with me. And and sometimes he also to glorify about Ram Katha or Srimad Bhagavatam-katha, then I so much interested to listen. And in this way, Gurudev he told, and then Gurudev he told, I got the service, that government service, British government service, police superintendent. And that time the police superintendent, and in my department, one high rank officer, he was Bengali, and just Gurudev told his name, just I forget. And he has so much love and affection with me, and he was a religious person also. And sometimes he also glorified about Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu's katha. But at that time I don't know about Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu, and I know only Ramchandra, Sri Ramchandra katha and Srimad Bhagavatam Krishna katha. But that's high rank officer, sometimes he also explained about Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu's katha. But at that time I did not completely understand about Bengali many verses he recited, and as like Chaitanya Chaitamritam, Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Mangal, Gurudev told, that time I can't understand. But I am so much interested to listen about Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu's katha. Then anyhow, Lord is very merciful. Then one day I met with Narottam and Brahmachari, and his party also came and in our place and to preach. And then I heard about Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu's what is called Audarjata and magnanimity and magnificent. Then I am so much interested, and especially when I heard this katha, Anarpit charing chirat corona avatirna kalu samarpayatu unnatu ujjarasam subhakti siram hari purata sundruti kadavasandir pita sada hidaya kamdare spuratubha sachi nandana. And I heard this katha, then my eyes become very wide, and tears rolling down from my eyes, and heart completely melted. Then I am thinking I have to meet with his Guru and his Sangha. Then I also give up my job, though I also married, and I gave up my married life, and I also came in Navadvip Dham, and that time Srila Gurudev, Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj, he sent to Ramana Goswami Maharaj to bring me from Navadvip Dham station. And that time Santosh Brahmachari. His name was Sajjan Sevak Brahmachari. And when I arrived in Navadvip Dham, that time railway station completely full of dark, and also no any light, just one candle and this thing. That time Sajjan Sevak Brahmachari, he just asked me, "Oh, are you Tyari?" Then I said, "How do you know my name is Tyari?" Now Gurudev sent me, then Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaja, Gurudev sent me to bring you in our temple. Then I became very surprised. Then Ramana Goswami Sajjan Sevak Brahmachari, he brought me in Devananda Gaudiya Math. I met with my Gurudev. When first time I met with my Gurudev, then I offered myself everything. Gurudev he told, just I repeated the Gurudev language. Gurudev told, the first time when I met with my Gurudev, then I tell Gurudev, all the love and affection of my family member, I offer to your lotus feet. And then Gurudev, then Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj's heart melted and tears rolling down, and he embraced me. And this is called the Saranagati. This is called perfect diksha. Diksha kale sishya kare atma samarpan, sei kale Krishna tare kare atma sama. Sei deha hai tar chidanandamoy, aprakita dehe Sri Krishna bhajay. Just what I listened from Gurudev, just I also just repeated this one. So Gurudev and Ramana Gosvami Maharaja, then Sajjan Sevak Brahmachari, that time Sajjan Sevak Brahmachari, he was the PM and personal assistant of my Gurudev. He cooked for Gurudev, he washed his Gurudev everything, but Sajjan Sevak Brahmachari, he also gave me the service to the lotus feet of my Gurudev. So always I am in that all together. What is called Chirarini. Next me I did in depth of Ramana Gosvami Maharaj. Many times Gurudev, he also glorified about Srila Ramana Gosvami Maharaj. Ramana Gosvami Maharaj, he also engaged to me to serve the lotus feet of my Gurudev. Whatever I have need, and he also arranged everything for me. And also Trivikram Goswami Maharaj, and that time Radhanath Dasadhikari, he also show love and affection with me. And that time both, we are three. That means Ramana Goswami Maharaj, myself and Trivikram Goswami Maharaj. All three always engaged to serve Srila Gurudev, my Gurudev, and Nitya Bhakti Pragan Keshav Goswami Maharaj. Srila Gurudev told, sometimes my Gurudev Bhakti Pragan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, he chastised to Ramana Goswami Maharaj and Trivikram Goswami Maharaj, but he never chastised to me. But we actually asked Gurudev, why did not you chastise you? Gurudev told, you know, I was police officer, so little bit my Kshatriya mood is there. For this regard, and Gurudev knows my nature. For this regard, and he never chastised to me. But if I ask any question, he very nicely and softly and love and affection, he gave answer. But when Trivikram Goswami Maharaj, he asked any question, then he told, oh, you can see this book, this book, this book, this book, this is these things. So in this way, and where my Gurudev, Bhakti Pragan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, he used to preach, also all three we were followed him. He also told, very difficult to preach in Midnapur, in Bengal. He told, Medripurer Mate, tin joda juta fate. That means in the rice field of Midnapur, and that is very hard also. That time people, the preachers going to preach, and with the choti understand? That the shoes. At least in 1 month, 3 choti juta you broken. So Gurudev also told this. And there are people also very and asking, always they are asking the question. And very difficult to preach in there. And especially Balighai, if you read Jaiva Dharma Grantha, Brahman Vaishnava Vijay Katha is explained in there. And that people always asking questions. And so Bhakti Pragan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, and he used to preach in that in Midnapur, Bengal, West Bengal in Midnapur. So most of the Gaura-Vedanta Samiti, and we see the Bengali devotees coming from Midnapur. Most of them Midnapur or Chaubish Pargana. So Gurudev, he told them, and his duty you have to showing the slide show. You know, that time. One day, that he forgot to bring the slideshow. That time he thinking, what will do now? And that time Trivikram Goswami Maharaj, don't worry, I tell. So when Harikatha finished, then Bhakti Pragan Keshav Goswami Maharaj told, then Brahmacharis, they will show the slide show. That is Prahlad character, the character Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj Katha, slide show. Then Trivikram Maharaj he told, Ye Gurudev, today is cloudy, maybe rain will come, so no need to show the slide show. That time Bhakti Pragan said, okay, no problem, today no need. In this way, Trivikram Goswami Maharaj and many times also helped to him and his service. in this way. And then Gurudev, he also took sannyas. Very nice katha is there also. And at a time 3 persons also took sannyas. And Sajjan Sevak Brahmachari, then Radhanath Dasadhikari and Gaura-Narayan Dasakar. They also took, and in this way they took sannyas, their name, and in this way. And then Gurudev, he also fulfilled the desire of all his acharyas. And Prithivite Achejata Nagaradi Gram Sarvatra Prachar Huibe Moranam. And Sri Chaitanya Manovhishtang Sthapitang Jana Bhutali Sang Rupa Kadamajjang Datati Sapadantikam. In the same way, Sri Chaitanya Manovhishtang Sthapitang Jana Bhutali Sang Narayanam and Kadadajam Dadati Sapadantikam. Srila Narayana Gosvami Maharaja, and who fulfilled all the desires of previous acharyas, especially Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's desire, when Srila Gurudev Narayana Gosvami Maharaj will give shelter in his lotus feet. And Srila Gurudev, and he preached all over the world. And especially, and Gurudev, he pushed to Bhaktivedanta Srila Swami Maharaj. And this is a very important subject also. And Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, he did not want to take sannyas. And but Srila Gurudev Narayana Gosvami Maharaj, and again and again told you have to take sannyas. And Gurudev told, when my Gurudev Bhaktivedanta Kesava Goswami Maharaj, he came in and Mathura Kesavji Gauriya Math. That time I also introduced to Gurudev. Gurudev, you please give to sannyas to and Abhay Charan De, Abhay Charan Babu. So Gurudev, this way. When Gurudev, he told, I also arranged his sannyas paraphernalia, fire sacrifice, even I also made his danda, everything is there. I did all his jaggas, every person, brahman, all activities I also did this. And then he took sannyas, then he came in Western country and preached all over the world. So Gurudev told, and I have so much love and affection with Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. And most of the time, he also wrote many letters, and patra. And I saw also Gurudev room, and about more than 2,000 letters I saw Gurudev room is there. But one, I don't know, one sannyasi of ISKCON, he asked to Gurudev, that time so much love and affection, ISKCON sannyasi, they are coming, and they to go, okay, this is Prabhupada, and later, Prabhupada handwriting letter will be print out this. That sannyasi he took from Gurudev, and Gurudev very simple that time. I don't know where is the letter. Most of the letter I heard they destroyed, but rest of the letters now also Gurudev and published and letters of America and these things also, and Gurudev so much love and affection. When Swami Maharaj was preaching in America, that time Gurudev told, and every week I also send different paraphernalia of Thakurji, sometimes Kartal, sometimes Murti, Vigraha, sometimes also Mathuras, and Peda, and Peta, I also send it. And so love and affection with him. And so many kathas is there, but time is very over. Because many kathas, Gurudev, when I will speak about Gurudev katha, automatically many things automatically coming. Bhaktar Bhagavat-katha. And if you speak Bhagavat-katha, then Bhakta-katha automatically come. When we speak about Srila Gurudev-katha, automatically Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj katha automatically come. And our tongue automatically we dance how to glorify about him. And Gurudev is so kind. And he also giving shelter to everybody. So sometimes I am singing this song, Jadi Narayana Naita, Tabe ki hoita, Kemone dhori tamde, Radhara Mahima, Premorasa Sima, Jagate Janato ke, Are Gaura-purnima, Narayaner Guno, Sarala hoiyamon. And if Srila Narayana Gosvami Maharaj would not appear in this material, who can glorify the last limit, divine love of Srimati Radhika? And Srila Gurudev, he manifested Srimati Radhika's highest mood. So, and so far this regard say, Gaura-purnima, again and again, he also glorified about Gurudev's Hari Katha. Panchaguru Kripa Sindhu Vacha Patitanang Pavane Bho Vaishnave Bho Namo. Thank you for your kindness. Give me time and to glorify about our beloved Gurudev Katha. Panchaguru Kripa Sindhu Vacha Patitanang Pavane Bho Vaishnave Bho Namo. Thanks, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Hare
Thank you so much, Sripad Bhaktivedanta Maharaj. I know there's so much to say. I think anyone could speak almost endlessly about Srila Gurudev. Your Harikatha was so beautiful and touched upon so many things. And it's funny, I'm watching Ramana Sagar's Ramayana right now. I'm like maybe on the 64th or something episode. It is quite amazing. It actually makes me think of, whenever I'm watching the Ram Katha, because I've heard from Srila Gurudev, I think of when Krishna told the gopis, yes, I was Lord Ram, and they said, no, no, you were not Ram, and then he built the bridge across the pond for them to cross, I think.
2009, Gurudev also went in Sita Devi's birthplace and with the devotees also. Just I think 2009, Gurudev and Gurudev also went in the birthplace of Sita Devi. I remember Gurudev so much love and affection to Ramchandra, Ram Katha also. Yes. And without this mercy, he is teaching to us also. Without this mercy of Ramchandra, how will enter in Krishna Katha? Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Pad very clearly explained. And without this mercy of Lord Ramchandra, not so easy to become the Gopi Bhav, Gopi mode. Because Ramchandra, when he entered in Dandakaranya, that Rishi Munis, those who chanted Gopal Mantra, when they saw Ramchandra's form, that was so much stimulation, Uddipan coming, and they were running behind to Lord Ramchandra. That Ramchandra gave bless to them, and after my Ram Lila, I will accept you, and all you take birth in Braj in the home of the gopis. So that is called Muni Chiri gopis. So in the Krishna Lilas, many kinds of gopis, Suti Chari, Muni Chari, this is the thing also. And Gurudev's many Katha Tattva Siddhanta is there. And if I give me at least 10 hours, then I can also speak. Find something I will speak. But this is true. Gurudev Katha, how possible? And this is Gaura-purnima. Thank you. I know there are many speakers also there. Yeah, thanks, Hare Krishna.
Yes, thank you for sharing those jewels about his early life too, because I had never heard he was called Bola, or there was one other thing about Sankirtan.
Nama-sankirtana. Yeah.
That was really, really beautiful to know.
Yeah, there is a mauni-amavasya, no? Yeah. Okay,
Jai.
Thanks. Jai.
All right. Well, I know that we're really running behind now, but I don't know. Ramananda tasked me with trying to catch up. I don't think it's going to happen, but I am going to move into introducing our next speaker. Thank you so much, Sripad Bhaktivedanta Maharaj. The next one I'm going to unmute is Sripad Mahabodhi Prabhu. You already